hopeful. Good Friday morning, everybody. Welcome to the Morning Grind. Every Monday through Friday at 8:29, we get started. Every single day, no matter what. Even if I'm not here, somebody's in this seat. As a matter of fact, who did the Morning Grind yesterday?
I did.
Was that you yesterday, Josh? How does everybody feel like Josh did? How about you, new dude? How did Josh do yesterday?
Really good.
Did we have a new guy supposed to be here today? That does okay. Who believes that? Do you believe it? Why do you believe it?
Pretty icy where I
Was it?
You live in Dixon?
No, I live in Lebanon. He's coming in from Dixon.
Who believes it was icy in Dixon? If somebody's in Dixon, I would like to know. I might even drive to Dixon. Josh, can you go to Dixon?
I'll go test my water.
Somebody needs to go over there. Why do you think it's icy? How bad were your roads?
They weren't too bad. But
Me and Van got a saying. Sorry to interrupt you. Van, what is our saying?
I don't know what you're going for, Dad. I really don't.
Well, what I'm saying is this. We'll find a way. We will find a way, or we will find a way to say no. So, hey, that's an indicator. Bad luck. I'll ask Edward. Edward, is that dude lucky? Is the new dude lucky or unlucky?
No, I'm lucky right now.
What do you hit to? Okay. Good morning, Brother Woodall. How are you doing? The fact is that guy is unlucky. So how do you want the unlucky guy in here around you?
No, I don't want to catch it again.
I don't want you to catch it either, because this shit spreads around. You'll be amazed. Like, if you hang out with an unlucky person, you'll be able to make sense of an unlucky life. Hunter, where the hell are you? You're on here. You're supposed to be here. We don't give a damn about the roads. My roads were icy too. I just drove right through them. Today's show, 60 Seconds of Gratitude. What are you thankful for today, Josh?
I'm thankful that we didn't get ice over here.
Are you thankful for that? Josh is thankful he didn't have to go through ice. How bad was your ice?
It wasn't bad.
Well, you said it was bad a minute ago. I could rewind the tape.
There were parts.
I could rewind what you said. Did you hear him say it was bad over there where he was, Van?
Yep.
So what did you hear?
That's what he said.
Was it almost bad enough for you to say, I ain't getting on those roads? What about you, Remy? Was it bad out there in Walter Hill?
Not bad enough for me to stay my ass at home.
Shh, you got stuff to get done today. Well, I'm thankful. Today's show is about a very special person in my life. If you want to hear, like, comment, and share the stream, maybe one other person will hear this. I've had some very influential people that have come into my life. And those people have made such an impact, such a difference. I'm very compelled to give back to others. Brother Woodall, Tony Woodall, he's not who I'm talking about, but he is one of the people that I'm very grateful for, because at the lowest point of my life, about 35 years old, I don't know if you knew this, you should know this, I was broke as hell living with my mama. Did you know that? How could you not know that?
You never told me.
Well, I've told everybody. Is it my fault or your fault?
Well, I never asked.
Whose fault is it?
I don't know.
It's your fault, damn it.
Damn, we got a ways to go. Hey, we got a ways to go with this new guy. Thank you, Edward. I appreciate that. So at 35 years old, the lowest point in my life where I was financially broke, I was spiritually broke, and all the confidence that I could ever want was completely broken. Everything was just I was a broken person, and Woodall came into my life, and he was one person that taught me how to do the hard work. So I don't believe shortcuts help. I do think there's faster way to learn things, but Brother Woodall came into my life and he taught me how to do the hard work, and the hard work for me was to build me from the inside. And we would have like multiple conversations every single day about how I saw things, because I was really a big victim. I was a victim of my life. The things that I created, I would later complain about. That's why everything is my fault. No matter what, it's my fault. It's my fault you didn't know that story, but you don't have the same belief. You feel like it's kind of my fault, don't you? Whose fault is it?
It's my fault.
You got to adapt this. once you adapt this belief that everything that happens to you or whatever is because of you, and then you can change everything. It makes you extremely powerful. So Brother Woodall was this person, but how many of you at an early age in your life had somebody come into your life and they made a huge difference? Who?
You.
Who else? Good morning, Brittany. When are you going to be back in here? What about you?
I have no idea. I don't feel like I've ever had
Okay.
anything like I have now. So.
Okay. What about you?
My dad.
Your dad, okay. What about, hey, you go, what about you? Your dad?
Well, John.
Who?
John.
John Case, okay. How about you?
I would say my dad and you. I feel
Damn, I
like
came
you-
along when you're 50. I'm a little late.
I'm so young, Dan.
Damn it. I'm just kidding. Larima's not 50. I'm just kidding. I'm just making fun of her. Well, you can have people come along in your life at any stage. Any stage, no matter where you are, and they can make a difference. Woodall made a huge difference in me at 35. But before this, there was this one special dude that he was like my hero. At 16 years old, the first time I was ever around Coach Gary Rankin. The first time I was ever around him and I felt his intensity, I can remember it the first time he came into that weight room and he was just so freaking intense. And we had not been around anything like that. I played football at Riverdale High School and we were losers. I mean, we were a losing program, and this country dude from Smith County. Have you ever heard of Coach Rankin? Have you? Have you? Have you over there? Have you, Remy?
Yeah. I remember those days.
Well, I remember the first time he came in there and he set the tone of what it was going to be like for me to be around him the next 2 years. And I remember being pushed. I remember being humiliated. I remember all these things. Probably can't do those things like he did then. This was in 1990, 2010. That was 30 years ago. 30 years ago, this dude had this impact on me. And the one gift he gave me was to always be tougher than the circumstances. That prepared me for when Tony Woodall came into my life. I'd already been through something tough. When I was 16, from a sophomore to my senior year of high school, I was around a dude that was on a mission to transform people and create a winning culture. And along the way, he had to set a lot of examples. Like Drew, or like Andre's on here. I had a teacher, Sean Blakely Lee, completely changed my life and perspective. Edward, you come here. What happens if you show up a little late? What is a little late?
1 minute. Or
Is
not,
it what?
No, not early. Like, not,
Well, if you show up, what is the example? What is the example that you were taught that day?
don't come in late.
Late is you got to be in that room at 8:15, not 8:15 and 21 seconds, not 8:15 and 7 seconds. It's you got to be in there by 8:15. That's the way. These are attention to details that I'm looking for. Who is this going to help?
Me.
Okay, so see if you don't know that the people are trying to help you, you probably won't grant them permission to talk to you like a nice guy. Do I talk to you all the time with a very friendly tone?
Yeah.
Is it always friendly?
Always. Can't remember a time it
Am
was.
I always friendly with you?
Yes.
Am I? You? With you? I'm always friendly.
No, not at all.
Josh said I am. Liliana said I am. But this guy came in. Coach Rankin came in. And remember, we had adopted a belief that we weren't good enough, the team. There's 45, 50 of us. We didn't win games. We didn't practice like winners. We didn't work out like winners. We didn't do the little things like winners. Every single day we would come in and we were reinforcing our belief that we're losers. Because if you don't believe you're a winner, what do you think you are?
A loser.
Or maybe, or I think you need this winning edge in your life that you believe you're going to win. And it takes a while to transform. It took us, the first season he came, I played 2 full seasons under because he came at the end of our sophomore year. Our first year there, we were 4-6. Then pretty much a lot of the same players. The next year we went undefeated. We got beat in the playoffs, but we were undefeated, the first 10-0 team in Riverdale history. And we weren't the most talented team, but we did all the little bitty things all year long prior to that season. We did everything like winners. We worked out like winners. We carried ourselves in class like winners. Everything we did was with the purpose and the intention of becoming a winner. That has been transferred into here. Everything that you guys do, I want you to go ahead and become a winner now. Win right now in this moment. I used to tell Josh how important it was when it was just him and Drew here. Like how important it is to be a winner. And I'm not talking about a long-term win. I'm talking about a daily win. What does a daily win look like?
Hit your daily targets, get up early.
So you're competing against these targets. You're not necessarily competing against Edward, but sometimes Edward, I've noticed this about Edward. Sometimes Edward makes 101 calls. You know, his target's 100 calls, but there's something inside of him that's going to 101. I've noticed this. Is that intentional, Edward, or is it just lucky you're hitting 101 because you ain't paying attention?
It's intentional.
Why is that?
Just to be a little bit better.
So are you telling yourself that? How many of you talk to yourself like you're a winner? This is something that held me back because I always talked to myself. I didn't necessarily talk to myself like I was a loser, but I did communicate with this belief I wasn't a winner. Didn't communicate like I deserve things. I didn't communicate like I'm gonna win. I didn't have that language with myself. I had it at 17 and 18 years old though. Somewhere along the line that was lost because I believe you're probably going to be the most confident. I was probably the most confident at 18, 19 years old because I was around this dude. I really believed so much in myself I could survive any circumstance. And I think that molded me from when I hit this really, really low bottom place at 35 years old where I had so many bill collectors calling me. I had so many people that doubted me. I had so many people that was looking at me like, dude, you're not going to make it. John Jones was having these wake-up calls with me. I was in this funk for probably 6 months. I mean, I think I went 5 months without selling a house in 2009. But the market was so hard, and I was at a point in my life where I was accepting what was coming my way. I didn't have any control. I didn't have any control over making things go my way. It was the market's fault. Whose fault was it?
My fault.
That's right, Josh. You should have reached out to me. How old were you in 2009? 7. I needed you back then, Josh. Thanks. Where were you? Okay? But for the times I went through with Coach Rankin, those tough days, those tough workouts, those extremely tough mental and emotional times, those things prepared me. They prepared me for 35 to 38 years old when things got even tougher in my life. It was a lot of shame. It was a lot of defeat. It was a lot of uncertainty about how am I ever going to achieve these goals that I set out I was going to achieve. I lost my way. I lost my coach. Coach Woodall came in there. Then I was introduced to other people. People will help you change your life if you're willing to go through what it takes. So the people that I follow today, they've gone through huge strides, huge gains in their life. It's easier for them to do things that's a lot harder than other people that have never done something big like that. So today the reason why I'm talking about this is because I saw where Coach Rankin retired from Alcoa. There's a lot of people that are saying he's retired from high school football. I think he's just like stepped down at Alcoa, and maybe if he could find a job in the Chattanooga area, it sounds like that's where he's going to be around his family. So I saw that since Coach Rankin moved from Murfreesboro to the Knoxville, Alcoa area, just don't see him much anymore. But I'm still connected through his old coaches. But he was the first person that just had this huge effect on building my toughness. So Coach Rankin, I've even written him a card. Like one of my most proud things is the fact that I can always say this. I'm proud I got to play for Coach Rankin. Shut us down, Van Grafton. Have a good day.